If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
And we welcome David Lawson Haynes. He's an 11-year-old fifth grader at Munford Elementary. And David, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us today. David, tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Well,
Who's your family?
I have 2 siblings, Melanie Downey and Ricky Joe, and Ricky Joe Haynes. And
Who's your parents?
Jessica Haynes and Ricky Haynes.
Okay. And you are in the 5th grade at Munford Elementary School. You got any pets, by the way?
I have 1 dog. Her name is Daisy.
What kind of dog is that?
She's actually a mutt.
Oh, okay. You kind of partial to that mutt, though? You like that mutt?
I love her. Everyone does.
All right. You're in the 5th grade at Munford Elementary. What's so cool about going to Munford Elementary?
Well, at Munford Elementary, we tend to have a lot of hands-on activities, like getting out of the classroom and learning from our displays on the walls that we have. Like, instead of just telling us a word, our teacher would have us look them up on our computers. And instead of us staying in class every week and every day, we have STEAM that we go to, which is engaging in our lessons that we learn in class. So we have to work with like coding and robot programs to deal with things that we have like in science and math and stuff.
Have you worked on some robot stuff?
I've worked on a lot of Autobots and Spheros.
Talk about that a little bit.
So Autobots are these robots that you can program with code or you can program with markers. And there's this sheet that you have that tells you all the marker codes that you can put down. And the Autobot has this color sensor on the bottom that can read the codes and do certain movements like moonwalk, go faster, slower. It's really cool. And then the Spheros are, we do a lot of fun things with those. Like we cleaned up an oil spill with those because they're waterproof, so they can like ride on water. And so we had to build a boat that our Sphero could push or pull or do something with to clean up all of the oil in the tub. So we're just learning about like what we would be learning in science on a normal day.
Who's some of your teachers at school?
Well, my homeroom teacher is Miss Latham. My math teacher is Miss Kalina. And then our STEAM teacher is Miss Clifton.
Okay. You got good grades?
Yes, sir.
A's and B's?
I try. I shoot for A's.
All right. Hey, you got to shoot for the stars, man. You're part of the Talladega County extension of the 4-H Club. Now, what do y'all do there?
So the 4-H Club, we have a meeting at the first Tuesdays of every month. So what we do there is there's usually a lesson to go with it, but we address different like real world problems and stuff. We also have like competitions. Like here recently we were having our birdhouse competition for the 4th and 5th grade, and our Lego competition just recently started for the 4th and 5th grade too.
Tell me about the birdhouse.
The birdhouse is where you have to build a birdhouse like by yourself. And it has to be a certain height. I can't remember.
You build it?
I built one last year.
Okay.
I didn't build one this year.
Okay.
And then the Lego competition is where you build this, it's bigger than the birdhouse, but you build this Lego structure and put it in. Like last year, and I still have mine, I did a humongous Noah's Ark.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I had to go to the Lego store in Birmingham and buy like 6 like
How long did it take you to put it together?
2 afternoons probably.
Wow, that's not bad.
It took 6 gigantic crates of brown Lego pieces.
Yeah. You are the inspiration leader in the Talladega County Extension, the 4-H Club. What does that mean?
It means that every time we meet, at the beginning of the meeting, I will give an inspirational quote by someone that I found. So, like a quote by Oprah Winfrey, or someone, or it doesn't have to be someone famous, just a quote by someone.
That kind of gets us to thinking a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
We're talking with David Lawson Haynes, who's an 11-year-old fifth grader at Munford Elementary School. This guy is in the Korean martial art Taekwondo. Now, how'd you get started in that?
It's actually, so I was seeing this video on the internet of this dude. He joined Aikido when he was like 8 or something. And I was like, well, I want to join a martial arts. So I looked at our nearest martial arts school and I found that Oxford Taekwondo is like 15 minutes from my house.
Wow.
So I go there every 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
And you've received a Student of the Cycle for your great attitude and eagerness to help. You got all kind of awards coming your way.
Yes, sir.
And you'll participate in your first tournament in Gulf Shores this May. What's that going to be like, you think?
I think that the tournaments, what you do is, I know you spar, which is putting on gear and fighting each other. And then I think you have to break boards, which I can break a board up to 1.5 inches, or not 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. And then I don't know what else you have to do.
Is your mom and dad involved in that too?
No, sir. They're going to be there supporting me.
I understand. Munford Elementary School, David Lawson Haynes. And you like that hands-on stuff, don't you?
I do. I love hands-on learning.
Tell me why you're so interested in that.
Because I do think it is a little boring to just sit in your desk and the teacher tell you flip to page 39 or tell you something and you just have to retain information and then apply it on the test. It's hard to pick up information like that. I think you have to be involved in the activity to really learn the information.
You want to be a pediatrician when you grow up.
I do.
Why that?
Because I wanted something in the medical industry, and I'm great with kids. So I wanted to combine those two things and be a pediatrician.
So you looked at any colleges, or you thought of any colleges or university you might want to go to?
UAB.
Okay.
I want to go to UAB.
All right. David Lawson Haynes, 11-year-old fifth grader at Munford Elementary School. Who's your go-to guy when you got an issue, or who would be your role model in life?
Probably my dad, Ricky Haynes, because I feel like he could help me with any problem that I've ever had. Honestly, give me good advice, and he's always like a good laugh when you need one.
Yeah. Maybe you could teach him how to break those boards.
Maybe.
Now, you also looked up to your TKD instructors, too. Who are they?
The one that I look up to the most is Mr. Allen. He usually teaches on Mondays and Thursdays, and then I help him with the Little Dragons class, too. So, which is our little kid program for Taekwondo.
Who's some of your friends at school?
I'm friends with Brody Bigby, and then Kayla Duck, and I would it be sad if that's it? I'm kidding. No, I have a lot more friends.
You ever walk on those Legos at your house?
No, sir. Not accidentally.
I've walked on them. They hurt.
Some pieces hurt more than others. I will say that the 2x4s don't hurt as much as the little claw pieces.
Yeah. All right. David Lawson Haynes, 11-year-old fifth grader at Munford Elementary. Let's have a little fun before we go back to Munford, okay?
Okay.
Favorite food?
Bacon.
Huh?
Bacon.
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 You like fried bacon or?
Fried bacon.
You like it well done or? What do you eat bacon on?
I don't like it crispy.
You eat BLTs or something?
On a plate.
Oh, really? How much bacon can you eat at one
As much
setting?
as you put on the plate.
So we're going to have some barriers for him. I can see that now. Favorite restaurant?
It's either going to be Fuji's. Yeah, Fuji's.
Okay. You like to read?
I do like to read, actually.
What's some of the stuff you read?
I read the Harry Potter series.
Okay. You done read all of it?
I've not.
Okay.
That is a huge series.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying this other book currently. It's called, trying to remember.
I can't
remember.
You like to travel?
I do love to travel. I love to travel. I like to go different places that I've never been before, and every time I do go to a different place, I collect something from there. Like, it doesn't have to be like an item. I've collected pictures.
Mm-hmm. Where's some of the places you've been?
I've been to Cozumel, Mexico. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to New Orleans. I've been to,
Where do you think you'll go this year?
no clue.
Okay. What you going to do spring break?
My parents are going to a trip to Vegas. So I will be staying with my grandmother.
Will you have your way with your grandmother? Is she kind of...
She's a wonderful grandmother, but she's not like a whatever you want grandmother. Like...
So David doesn't get everything he wants with the grandmother, right?
I mean, she's not like a I'll let you be bratty grandmother.
And then your parents deal with you when they come back. David Lawson Haynes, 11-year-old fifth grader at Munford Elementary School. He's looking right here in this camera, ladies and gentlemen. David is our star student of the month.
Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.